a similar attack after a radical reform measure was moved was soon after you came to power in 2014, and on the issue of the Land Acquisition Act. At that time, Rahul Gandhi's jibe, this being a soot boot ki sarkar, hurt so much that ultimately the government, in its wisdom, decided to take back that reform. What lessons did you learn from there? What is the guarantee that, given all the surround sound and given how important the political vote bank farmers are, that the government won't come under sustained pressure this time around?
Well, see, the intent of the government is very clear. The laws were explained in both houses of parliament. Well, what happened in the Rajya Sabha before Narendra Singh Tomar could even reply was unfortunate. I wouldn't want to have a blame game done here. But strictly speaking, the allegation cannot be that the government did not answer questions, did not give clarification. Even after passing the laws, we are still sitting and talking with that group of farmers who have reservation in their mind. However, many of the opposition parties, which also now feel so sympathetic to the farmers, which is their right and they can do it, should also do some introspection about how they also agreed with these laws to have it put in their manifestos. Didn't that hurt you at that time? And isn't there an element of hypocrisy now that you seem to be shedding crocodile tears with the farmers? And therefore, the biggest lesson that we like to tell them, and not us, I'm not saying we don't want to learn lessons from any experience. We do learn, and our responses will every time keep maturing. But opposition cannot cover themselves in glory by saying, oh, there are farmers protesting, we are in sympathy with them, without explaining through you all the media that there is a doublespeak. You put it in your manifesto, but today you see an opportunity because there is some protest against the government, bandwagon joins them. That's not acceptable.
This restlessness that we are seeing amongst a certain section of farmers, especially in Punjab and Haryana, was also reflected amongst the youth in Bihar, where ultimately you won the election, but there was a undercurrent of young voters because of their inability to find employment because of the pandemic, feeling restless. Is this linked to the larger state of the economy? So how do you view these fissures and this dissent and the expression of angst in the context of the larger state of the Indian economy, which is on your watch at this time?
No, but the question is the government, there is a larger issue of the pandemic and pandemic-related challenges in the economy. The lockdown, which prioritized on lives, and then the unlocking and post-unlocking industry, and everywhere where employment has got to be restored, are also having a reset. But the government is not sitting and watching. The allocation for National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, Manrega as it's otherwise called, has crossed 1 lakh crores. And I think it's a good and right expenditure to undertake. In the budget, it was in February 2020, it was only 61,000 crores. We added 40,000 during the supplementary demand. And then now I've given another 10,000 crores. And all this, now the latest review that I've had in the Atmanirbhar review, Labour Ministry clearly, Rural Development Ministry has clearly told me that over 73,000 crores has already been distributed. And the rest will be utilized before 31st March. So that is one angle. The other is again for the urban or semi-urban areas where people have registered units through the employment, the pension schemes and EPFOs. We've given a guarantee that if workers are taken back who lost their jobs between March and September, we will bear their contribution, the workers' contribution, and also the employer's contribution towards their PF till 2023, for 2 years from now. And that is for which kind of employment? For those who are earning 15,000 and less. So PM's Garib Kalyan approach is absolutely driving the kind of schemes with which we are trying to support employment. support people who are in the lower rung, who so desperately need the support. And I'm extending that to make sure that jobs are not left unattended.